I'm Tessa Smith with Popternative, and today I am very excited to give you my spoiler-free review for Longlegs, which hits theaters on July 12th. This movie is from Neon, and it follows Agent Lee Harker. She's an FBI agent played by the brilliantly talented Maika Monroe. She's a gifted new recruit. She's got some psychic-esque powers, and she is assigned to the unsolved case of an elusive serial killer, Longlegs, who's played by the one and only Nicolas Cage. As this case takes complex turns, unearthing evidence of the occult, I'm telling y'all, it's creepy. She discovers that she has a personal connection to this killer, and she must race against time to stop him before he claims the lives of another innocent family. As a parent, this movie is deeply unsettling, although I think it is going to be unsettling, actually no, it is going to be unsettling for people who are not parents as well. It is terrifying. Nicolas Cage plays, listen, this man is extremely talented. He's so good at what he does. But when you see him in this movie, you have never seen him like this before. This is his most terrifying role ever. There is a scene towards the end, not gonna ruin it, but jaws are gonna be on the floor. It is insane. He really goes there. He's unafraid to completely go there. That's something that Nicolas Cage does very well. Now, Maika Monroe is really the one taking the audience on this journey with her, right? We are going through this with her. We are unearthing clues with her. We are trying to figure this out with her. And she does a wonderful job of bringing the audience along with her. Now, and also really just keeping everything kind of under wraps with her subtleties, because obviously she knows how this is going to end. Maika does, right? She's read the script. So she does a wonderful job of really just laying the breadcrumbs, as does the entire film, so that we can be surprised and just completely blown away in good and bad ways when we get to the end. Now, Lee Harker works very closely with Agent Carter, who's played by Blair Underwood, who is incredibly phenomenal as well in this movie. He, especially towards the end, it's like it gets more and more intense for him, and he's so good. It's phenomenal, guys. It's incredible. That's why this movie works as well as it does. It has to do with this incredible cast. I mean, Ruth Harker, who is Lee Harker's mother, is played by Alicia Witt, who's also incredible. She's so good. And everyone together creates this unsettling, just mystery. The way it's unraveled, you're just kind of on the edge of your seat, but you're also kind of like back, hiding behind your fingers because it's that scary and bizarre and strange, and you're like, what is going on? Especially, like I said, it involves the occult. Now, as a parent, this involves families, right? They're all about families, little kids, there's some dolls involved, and it gets very scary, very tense, very suspenseful, very terrifying and unsettling. Unsettling is like the perfect word for this movie. It's so hard to describe it in any other way because that's exactly what it is. For the entire runtime, you were like, I don't feel right. Literally from the first scene, which is chef's kiss phenomenal. Like if you are not hooked by that first scene, I don't know who you are. If you like horror, scary, thriller, that is what we have here, because it's not really jump scares, okay? We have like deeply unsettling, there's that word again, moments that just kind of play out and things get really intense. And like I said, I'm not going to give any spoilers, so that's about all I'm going to talk about. But I will say that Osgood, who is the writer-director, he's phenomenal. He's so incredible because the way this plays out, it's so brilliant. Like I mentioned earlier, the breadcrumbs are kind of weaved through it so that when you get to the end, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. But you're also kind of like, well, I need to watch this again because I want to see everything kind of come together from earlier. And at the same time, you're like, I don't know if I want to watch that again because that was deeply unsettling and like I don't feel well inside after watching this. It's one of those movies that's going to stick with people for a very long time. I've talked with several people who have seen it, and we all kind of have that same feeling of like, that was one of the hardest but deeply rewarding things to watch, if that makes sense. The way it all comes together, so good. You guys can read my full review at popternative.com, but just know I highly recommend this. Again, it's from Neon. It hits theaters on July 12th. If you like Nicolas Cage, you've got to see him in this role. You've never seen him like this before. If you like thrillers that are gonna, have you on edge as you try to figure out mystery and put the puzzle pieces together, you're definitely going to want to check this movie out. If you like deeply unsettling horror films, yeah, you're definitely going to watch this. If you enjoy being creeped out by kids and dolls, then yes, check this movie out. I am telling you, It is so good the way everything unravels and comes together in the end. It's terrifying, it's intense, it's suspenseful, and it is unsettling.